6.4, similar and congruent figures. Our goal is to identify similar and congruent figures. Two figures are similar figures if they have the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. Corresponding parts of figures are sides or angles that have the same relative position. Basically, corresponding parts are sides or angles that are in the same spot as in the other figure. Two figures are congruent if they have the same shape and the same size. So here are some properties of similar figures. When naming similar figures, list the letters of the corresponding vertices in the same order. For the diagram at the right, it is not correct to say triangle CBA is congruent, no, not congruent, is similar to triangle EFD, because we did not go in the same order. If we are going to say CBA, then we need to say FED. This symbol right here that looks like a little squiggly line indicates that two figures are similar. Corresponding angles of similar figures are congruent. The congruent symbol is the one with the squiggly line over the equal sign. So angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle B is congruent to angle E, and angle C, the right angle, is congruent to angle F, also the right angle. The ratios of the length of corresponding sides are similar figures are equal. So basically saying that the ratio of side AB to side DE is equal to the ratio, so it's a proportion, of BC to EF and AC to DF. All of those, when simplified, equal the ratio of 1 to 2, or 1/2, meaning that triangle ABC is half the size of triangle DEF. That was a lot of information. So let's take another look at some of these. Here are two triangles. Given that triangle XYZ is similar to triangle UVW, name the corresponding angles and the corresponding sides. So we'll start with angle X. Angle X is congruent to which angle? W, V, or U? It would be U, because we have turned the second triangle. Triangle or angle Y would be congruent to angle V. And finally, angle Z is congruent to angle W. Now, the corresponding sides our side XY and UV. Side YZ is congruent or corresponds. YZ corresponds with VW. And finally, XZ corresponds with UW. So the next one has some trapezoids. We're going to do the same thing. Let's first look at the angles. This figure here, STUV, has 4 angles. Angle S, angle T, angle U, and angle V. Now, since it appears that we have rotated this trapezoid to get the new figure, angle S is congruent to angle W. Angle T is then congruent to angle X. Angle U would be congruent to angle Y. And angle V is congruent to angle Z. When looking at the sides, we have ST is similar. In other words, it's in the same spot as WX. TU and XY are in the same spots. UV and YZ, are in the same spots. And finally, VS or SV and ZW or WD are in the same spot. Now when we put numbers with this, if we are given that ABCD is similar to QRST, those are not the right letters. Okay, let's change those. Make this a Q, R, S, and T. Find the ratio of the length of the corresponding sides from ABCD to QRST. Okay, so AD and QT would be 8 over 10, which would be the same thing for BC and RS. If I reduce this 8 over 10, I get 4 over 5. So 4 over 5 is the ratio that compares the lengths of the pair of corresponding sides. So this would be our answer. Let's try the next one. FGHJ is similar to KLMN. Find the ratios of the lengths of the corresponding sides. Okay, so really you just pick two corresponding sides. So I'm going to use FG and KL are corresponding. FG is 8, KL is 6, and then we reduce that ratio. Both are divisible by 2, so I get 4 over 3. You would get the same thing if we were to use other numbers. If I used 12 and 9, I should still get, both of those are divisible by 3, 4 over 3. So 4/3, a 4 to 3 ratio is our answer. Okay, if we are given that DEFG is congruent to KLMN, find the indicated measure. This is actually really easy. If KL right here, from K to L, is in the same spot as E to D. So KL is congruent to segment ED. Since ED is 8 feet, KL will be 8 feet. You can remember that because of the little equal sign underneath the squiggly. Angle L, right here, is this angle here. So angle L, the measure of angle L, is equal to 111 degrees. Okay, if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle LMK, find angle L. Okay, so angle L here I see is in the same place as angle A when I am listing it. So that helps me know that angle L and angle A are in the same spot. Since the measure of angle A is 58 degrees, the measure of angle L will also be 58 degrees. Here's your homework. It is due on Friday, page 303 to 304, 7 through 10 all, 16 through 20 all, and 26 through 29 all. Do the best you can. I will answer questions in class tomorrow. Please let me know if you have any questions and be ready to ask those during class. The quiz over all of this will be on Monday.